What up, kings? What up, queens? Checking in again. Your boy Dan the Man with the plan. Day 20. Another day in the books, man. Another powerful day. This whole journey overall just filled with ups and downs, but the downs, they got the potential to slingshot you forward more than the ups sometimes. So that's what I'm saying. Don't judge any circumstance in your life. Because misfortune can bring fortune. Something you think is bad can bring you the best out of life. Just like how the vice versa, something you think is good can bring the worst. So let's get right into it, man. I'm gonna call this video 1 a.m. thoughts because this morning I woke up at 1 o'clock and I didn't fall asleep until like 4. I just had a lot of shit running through my mind. I was thinking about business. I was thinking about people in my past. I was thinking about just my past in general, I guess. I was actually scrolling through like old Reddit posts of me like 5 years ago posting on Leaves. Leaves is pretty much like an anonymous weed, like I guess rehab. You can look like a rehab. People that are trying to quit smoking, they'll post on there. It's like a support community. And man, I posted on there so many times, and I tried to quit smoking. I would say like hundreds of times. Definitely I hit like 100 times. So many times I quit and I just, go right back to it. And it made me realize, because I was posting that 5 years ago. I'll actually post some up while the video is playing so you guys can see like where I'm coming from. Like, it literally felt at the time back then that my soul was just screaming for help, man. My soul was screaming out for God, for help, to quit this, and my flesh just could not abide. I just could not get myself to stop for the life of me. And shit, some of us don't change, until you hit rock bottom. And like the older you get, the more stuck in your ways you get, the harder it is. Like, it's like almost like you need a tragedy to happen. You need to almost get like a near-death circumstance, or someone close to you die, or have some type of accident for you to even start clicking over here. That's really where it is. It's in the mind. So yeah, I'll be posting that up while I'm talking. It's wild, man. It was kind of sad too in the moment, because I was thinking like, damn, I really wasted all that time, like these 5-6 years in this illusion. You feel me? And I wanted to talk about it too, because even though I'm on the semen retention journey, if you look at my old videos from like 4 years ago, I had another journey I did too with the semen retention. It's not my first time. And for a lot of people, like, this is a big thing. But for me, it's like, obviously it's a huge feat, but semen retention, no fap journey was not one of my last demons. And don't get me wrong, like, I'll never put my guard down, because I know how it is to keep your guard down and then fall victim again to what you already thought you overcame. Remember what I was saying yesterday, like, as soon as you get knocked off that center, like, baseline inside yourself, that's when you're susceptible. That's when you're weak to attack or to be attacked. Because for me, I think my last demons were pretty much like binge eating and then just attachment. Before that, it was marijuana, it was weed, the Mary Jane, toxic relationship. But it was deeper than that, because marijuana is not the problem. I'm the problem. It was a problem in me of having an attachment, of coping with, exterior stuff outside of myself. instead of relying on myself. So I was relying on binge eating. I was relying on relationships with women, like just craving that connection, you know? Can't be by myself, can't talk to myself, can't rely on myself. And I don't think any person should be in that situation, especially as a man. So yeah, that's what I was thinking about this whole morning, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, I realized my addictions was blinding me from breaking through in my own character and in my life. It was blinding me from having a breakthrough. It was blinding me from getting to the next step, from overcoming myself. And that shit becomes so degrading, man. I can see now why people do suicide and they kill themselves and they get so down and out to that point, because it's like you're digging yourself in a rut. You're just digging and digging. You get so deep, and it's like after a certain point, it's like, fuck, you can't see nothing no more. All you see is darkness. So I don't blame nobody, man. Like, this is a real disease. And it really is up to us to overcome ourselves, because what might be easy for me is hard for somebody else. And what's easy for somebody else is hard for me. And in that way, all of our burdens that we face, the other person I'm talking to on the other side of the screen, and the burdens that I face right now are equally as heavy. It's like we're lifting the same weight, but with different circumstances. You know, and it's not really up to us to judge each other, because at the end of the day, like I said, we're pushing the same exact weight. So it really comes to that, man. Taking inventory of yourself, overcoming yourself, seeing where your weaknesses are and fixing those things. Because those things you're ignorant to, those things you fall victim to, are really what is holding us back. So, and another thing was, like, you know, validating yourself. That was a big one for me, because, I mean, I was always looking for attachment, you know? I was always looking for exterior sources of, like, confirmation of myself. But now it's different, man. Since I've recreated myself, like, it's completely a 180-degree shift. I validate myself every day. Like, I just know that I'm on my road to success. Doesn't matter if it's like a high day or a low day, or kind of like a mellow day. It doesn't really matter, as long as I keep moving forward 1% a day. As long as I keep facing my fears, as long as I face my own trials, my own tribulations, even if I just sit in the storm, that's fine. As long as I can sit with myself, man, then I got it. So it's really as simple as that. Like, I think we make it complex because we're always like fighting against our flesh, especially when it comes to making decisions. We know what the right answer is. Our soul already knows, man. But at the same time, we're fighting against our flesh, you know? So I think it's really important that we just get to know ourselves so we can understand other people. If we understand our own addictions, we understand our own downfalls, we can have sympathy for other people, because we'll understand how hard it is, man. Just for example, like, I remember I've been working out my whole life. I've been going to the gym my whole life. And there was a period of time where I got injured and I stopped going to the gym for like a year and a half. I lost a lot of weight, got really skinny, even though I'm already skinny, obviously, but I just remember going back to the gym, and I remember how painful it was, you know? Especially the first 2 weeks, not just the pain, but like the pain of discipline. The pain of having to wake up in the morning and sore as hell and fucking put yourself through more pain. And I couldn't even, like, I realized how hard it was, and I did get through it, but like, damn, for a person that never worked out before, that never been through that, especially because me, it was muscle memory, and it was hard. So for a person that never had that experience before, it's hell, man. It's hell putting yourself through that. So like I said, man, we're always in the middle. I'm gonna keep it real short today, but I do want to say, like, stick to the journey. Stick to the path. Don't be swayed. Don't let nothing sway you. You know exactly what you need to do. Write it down on paper. Take it out of your mind. Put it onto paper. Because your mind is going to play tricks on you. Your flesh is going to play tricks on you. Your mind and your body, your flesh, is just a download. You know, you come into this world and you accumulate. It's just a download, man. And a lot of us don't have the right program. Like I said the other day, if you're dealing with like a situation, doesn't matter what is, if it's an addiction, a relationship, something toxic that's not serving you, you're just not the right person to deal with it. Not yet, at least. You need to recreate yourself to sustain that circumstance. You need to recreate yourself. Because if you're dealing with any, like, for example, like a toxic person getting into a relationship with another person, a person that's not toxic wouldn't get into a relationship with a toxic person. You know, they would know better. They would value themselves a lot more. It takes an equally toxic person to be in a relationship with a toxic person, even if that one person is a victim. It doesn't make them any better or any worse. They're just like them, even if the other person is the manipulator and this person is a victim. You're both equally as toxic. Because if you guys weren't, then you wouldn't be in a relationship. You feel me? So at the end of the day, man, you just have to be ready for when success knocks on your door. When that shit comes, you gotta be ready. So think about if you're the right person now. I knew I wasn't the right person. I knew that I couldn't have these attachment issues lingering. I knew that I couldn't have these binge eating issues, these coping issues, trying to escape all the time, you know, smoking weed, not being there, not having the best foot forward all the time. I knew that, like, when I would achieve the life that I wanted, the circumstance that I wanted, the family that I wanted, if I got there, it was lucky. But you know what's not lucky? It's sustaining that. It's like Mr. Worldwide when I remember in the interview he was like, yeah man, like a lot of people can achieve success, but it's not about getting there. It's about sustaining it. You can get lucky maybe once, maybe twice. God damn, you can get lucky 3 times. But to make this shit a continuous thing, and to grow upon that, to build upon that, it's not luck. You need to be the right person. You need to be the right character. You need to have the right disciplines, the right skills, the right micro skills. And the micro skills come from being the right person day in and day out. Doing the right things day in and day out. That's like karma, man. Like, you can't cheat that. The universe is not gonna let you cheat that. So, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now, man. You know, I'm cool with everything. I'm just kind of going over my life. Hopefully I get some sleep, but yeah, it's definitely coming together. And it's around this time that the semen retention starts to really hit. Around the 20-day mark to like the 40, 50 day, 20, 40 day, man, it really starts becoming eye-opening. So if you're not on it, get on it. Because you're here for a reason. You didn't come across this video for no reason. You're not watching it for no reason, definitely. And let's get it. Let's go on a journey, man. Let's grow. Ain't much to it. It's simple. Life can be complex, but it's real simple. Till tomorrow, guys. Peace.